There we go. Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand
Yes, Grand
Rising.
Rising,
So
Grand Rising.
wonderful to see your faces and be in your presence, even though it's virtual. I'm here. We're here together.
Mhm.
Yay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth and Elizabeth Bros as well. Welcome back to the show. I am so excited to introduce my amazing co-host, Deitra Covington, a passionate advocate for holistic health and wellness. She's all about tapping into the natural, everyday practices that boost vitality and elevate the mind-body connection. Today, she's diving into a topic that is both invigorating and a little bit chilling, literally. Get ready to learn how cold showers can awaken your senses, support your immune system, and supercharge your mood. Please join me in welcoming the radiant and resilient Deitra Covington as she takes us to the world of cool and cold therapy.
Good, great Grand Rising, everyone. Thank you so much, Stacy, for that beautiful introduction. Nice, beautiful. I want to hear it too. I was so encouraged by that. Okay, let's see. If you notice, I am in a different location today. Um, I have an issue with my computer, so my husband has volunteered his setting. So this is where he normally sits. But I'm here. Yay. But I would like to begin by sharing 4 health truths that I know for me. And you might know for you too, but they are definitely for me. And these are 4 truths that I stand on um all the time. Number one is what is good for me may not be good for you, and vice versa. What's good for you might not be good for me. So that's important for me to keep in mind as I hear things. I need to make sure that that's been something that is good for me. Um, point number 2 is all health versus wealth. Because sometimes you can have a lot of money, you can be wealthy, I mean, a millionaire, but if your health is not right, it goes for naught. And I've seen this firsthand. So this is one of my truths too, that I have to make sure my health is good. Even as I go to millionaire status, I need my health straight. You know, my money might be right, but I want my health to be right too. Number 3, one doctor may say one thing that is healthy and another the exact opposite thing. A doctor will say something different than that first doctor. So sometimes you'll see those extremes where a doctor tell you something that's healthy and right, and then another doctor say, no, it's not so good. So it's important that you listen to your body, because sometimes when you have those extremes, I mean, how do you know what's right? Your body will tell you what's right. So sometimes I will say that I try different things, and if it doesn't, my body doesn't react the way I want it to, I say, maybe not for me. And another thing we did a show on asking the question, is this good for me? You can use a pendulum, or if anyone can verify that what I'm saying is they used it before, where you test if something is good for you. That's very important. The body will tell you, that is good or not. And then my last point number 4, allow nature to be a guide for me. And what do I mean by that? Believe it or not, I use the sun, of course, for healing, but also as a way to tell me when to go get up in the morning because I like going to bed, when the sun goes down. It's time for me to go to bed. That's what I like. That's for me. Once again, these are truths for me. So I follow nature. So I look at the sun and the moon, also animals. I mean, when I see the animals out in the yard, they're eating, um, it might be grass or a certain herb. They do that for health, even animals. So I after learning that, yeah, I can do that too for my health, just following their example. Get some herbs or whatever I need to do for my body. And also, even the flowers, they tell a story too. I mean, they open and then closing at certain times. If you pay attention to them, they are taking steps every day to be healthy and to survive. I mean, so they know when to open and close, and always beautiful though, of course, for me when I look at them. But I'm watching them because they're telling the story too. So those are my four truths. I mean, I might have more, but those were the four I thought of today. But I live by those four things all the time. Is there any comments? Can anyone relate? Yes, Queen.
Uh, yeah, let me add this right here. Um, now I've checked my body with the pendulum
Uh-huh.
and I've done the muscle test.
Okay. Yes, yes, that's it. Muscle
Yeah,
test.
the muscle test to see if my body wants something
Uh,
or not, you know.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to share now a PowerPoint, not a PowerPoint, some slides. And we're going to learn about cold showers. Yay.
Ooh,
I
I
know,
feel it
right?
already.
I know, right? Let me see. Make sure I get it straight here. Let's see here. This is not my computer, so I'm trying to uh okay. I don't know why it's not.
Go up to the top, go right above, no, go up where it says help and view and review. Go to your, go,
Am I going the right way?
go up a little bit right above you, right there next to a slideshow.
Okay, I have to get rid of this. It's a something else up here. That's what's blocking it. Uh okay. I do let's see if I can get it. Maybe right here. Is that slideshow right there?
I don't see your mouse.
Your mouse was on. There it is right there. Click it. Oh, go back. Right there.
Yep, that very first one from the beginning. Yeah, there you go. You're on mute, baby. Unmute yourselves. Uh-oh.
There I go. All right. Now I gotta come back in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, share this. All right.
There we go.
Okay, now, all right. And if you can bear with me, I want to read some of these. Cold showers may not be everyone's first choice, but they offer several proven physical and mental health benefits. Here are some key advantages. Now, on this slide, I would like to say, warm showers have been my first choice. Warm showers, my entire life. I never even thought about doing a cold shower. So this statement is true for me. Especially when it's cold outside here in Michigan, having a warm shower. I mean, it makes my sleeping, I can go to sleep better. So yeah, I always go with a warm shower. I was like, cold is who would do this, right?
Torture
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly, right. Okay. There are some benefits to cold showers. And I would like to talk about them. First of all, before I go on, who actually has taken a cold shower or who does? Okay, yes, Stacy. And who else? Did anybody else, right? Okay, who is that? Maureen.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
every
I think
day.
I've done it once or twice in my life, you know.
Yeah, right.
Only in the summertime.
I know. Especially, when it's hot like it's like a cold shower is a treat.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you take cold showers? Well, cold showers and cold baths. Let me read. Simple lifestyle change with big benefits comes with a cold shower. It boosts your physical health, your mental resilience, and energy. And if widely used in athletic recovery and wellness routines. Now, this is interesting because when I read that, I thought about how athletes sometimes they have a tub of water with ice, filled with ice, and they submerge their whole body in this. And I always thought that was weird, but now I understand, it does help them, because their muscles are tired, especially athletes that really go in real hard. They put them right in a cold shower to help those different areas. Does anyone know about that?
No, I know that I've not experienced it.
Okay, but
But
you seen it or heard about it?
what's the comedian little short one?
Okay. I do know.
Kevin.
Kevin Hart.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kevin
Kevin
Hart.
Hart had a show. I don't know if he still does it, but he has a show where they do that very thing. Deitra, they have to
Uh-huh.
submerge themselves in the cold, and they're always teasing him because he's
Okay.
always going through a lot of changes in it. And then here comes a athlete, and they just get right on in because they're used to
Right.
it, you
They
know.
get used to it. Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
The
and
body
there's
gives you.
somebody standing there, some big guy, right? Because everything's funny with him. Some big guy, and they'll go and throw more ice
Ice cream.
on his, and he just like be having a fit. And
Right.
it's like I can feel the cold just
I
watching.
know, just watching. And that's some. Thank you, Queen. Anyone else want to share any thoughts on that one?
It came across my mind to take a cold shower the past couple of days.
Yeah, that's right. Come across your man. I mean, because it's so hot. It's
Yeah.
like, it might be you know what? As I'm talking right now, I'm thinking about like sprinklers or, I mean, as a little girl, I would be no, sometimes that water be hot too, but I didn't care. I mean, it was like I want some water.
Cold
Cold
water.
would, yeah, but cold would be nice sometimes.
Sister Deitra,
Mhm.
um, I know we talk about not drinking cold water, but
Yeah.
sometimes my body says, I want cold water.
Yeah.
And otherwise I'm usually room temperature water,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
sometimes the body just in on the inside was some
Cold
cold
water.
It's
water,
hot like
cold
this,
drink.
when it's hot like this, room temperature water, I can't, it's okay, but it can't be warmer than, warm. Room temperature in the winter is okay,
Yeah.
but room temperature when it's hot like this, no, it needs to be cooled off just a
You
little for
gotta chill. I need a chill
time
factor.
chill. Yes.
Right.
That's true. And I guess it goes back to what I said before. Listen to your body. Your body will tell you, and sometimes we have to do otherwise.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so now next, improve circulation. You know, this is a good thing to think about. because we get a better blood flow because the cold water constricts the surface vessels, and the blood is directed to vital organs, and it enhances cardiovascular function. And what I want to share with this one is movement is best, and even blood movement. So if cold water gets the blood moving, that's a good thing. Because in general, when we move our bodies and do different things, it's good for our health. But once we get the blood moving, even, and if cold water does that, that's a good thing. You can get good circulation, with cold water. Any thoughts on that? Okay.
Oh, well, I had a question. Will it help? You think it'll help with because in the summer, well, anytime, my I had problem with swelling in my legs and my feet. You think that would help too if I did that?
Well, it definitely get the blood moving in your feet.
Yeah. Okay.
But something, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Or when is that happening? No, in a couple slides, I'm going to talk about how it dealt with pain for me. Cold water. So it would deal with inflammation too as well, I'm sure. Anybody know different or more on that? Cold water and inflammation?
Maybe some peppermint oil in there.
Ah, that's a good point. That's a good one, actually.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So let me go on to the next. Okay, natural increased energy and alertness. Cold water will give you that. It's a natural energy boost. Cold exposure spikes heart rate. It increases oxygen intake and helps wake you up and sharpen your focus. When I saw this slide, I thought about the fact that first of all, breathing is so important. And one thing, when you feel that cold water on your body, you're going to take a deep breath or do something. This is natural. Oh my gosh. I am going to take a deep breath. I'm going to wake up. I mean, I ain't going to act like I'm asleep. Or sleepy. I'm going to be up.
I know.
I really want to run, but
Right.
cold water will get you there. It truly will.
Yeah, that's one of the things when my mom raised us when we got our hair shampooed, that the last rinse is cool
Oh, that's a good point.
to close the pores.
Yes. That's right.
But I found you have to ask the client because one lady I did that to, and she freaked out.
I know she
You'd
did.
have thought that I put a bucket of ice on her with no
Right.
permission and just ran up to her, like they do in the
Oh,
football games. But
gotta ask.
yeah, definitely. She went off. She went off.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it. That is shocking though. Sometimes, especially when the head on the hair, when you get a massage, it's like a massage or something. And that warm water feels good. And so somebody come with cold, it's like,
Right.
that's shocking.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a good point. It increased energy, but we're gonna get to
Yeah,
fast.
it's made to increase the energy. I mean, it's shocking for a purpose. Like even for people who have a high temperature and they can't get it down,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it shocks the system into bringing that temperature down to a normal range or into a acceptable range
Mm-hmm.
at least.
exactly.
But it's made to shock. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, speaking of a fever or something, I have to do tepid. It can't be too cold, but it has to be cooler, so you have to
And
cool it. Yep, because that's what I deal with my children. I would, when they have fevers, I would put them in a bath, a
Mhm.
tepid water bath. And that temperature will come down every time, every time. You know, it wasn't too cool because it might be a little shocking, but it was definitely cooler.
Yeah.
Definitely. It wasn't hot. No. Mm-mm. And that fever will go down every
Mhm.
time. So that was a good point, Stacy. Stacy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, faster muscle recovery with cold showers. Reduces inflammation and soreness. And this is for you, Mama Evelyn. Used by athletes for recovery and helps muscles heal faster. And I would like to point out on this slide is that I give a testimony on I don't know if I think one show I told you guys, you know, I twisted my meniscus in my knee. Meniscus, it was very sore. It was painful actually. But what the doctor told me was to put ice on it 2 times a day. And so, you know what? I said, you know, I'm going to actually use the shower time too. And put cold water on it, just spray. You know, I have the kind of shower you can take the 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 what you call the thing, the sprayer. You have a sprayer in my shower, where I can take it down and I just spray my leg with the cold water. Um, Believe it or not, it doesn't hurt anymore. It worked. So it does take away soreness too. So I would say that Mama Evelyn, inflammation will be affected by doing something cold on the area. Anyone else has a testimony or any
Well,
thoughts on?
doctors will tell you, especially when you have like a sports injury or some
Uh-huh.
kind of injury in a car accident or something,
Yeah.
right at the site of the injury, they would tell you to use cold compresses to bring the swelling inflammation down.
Okay, good. Yes, it works. It does. I have a testimony on that one. All right, let's see here. Okay, you get a stronger immune system taking cold showers, boosted immunity, it stimulates white blood cell production, and it may reduce illness over time, and it builds overall body resilience. Now, what I want to say about this one, when I read the word resilience, I thought about when I take a cold shower, it's like, it really, if I can, I say to myself, if I can go through this, I can go through anything. Because that's how you feel. I mean, when you're not used to it yet. So when I'm under coldness, it's like I want to get out of there. I want to stop it, but I stick and stay with it. But I realize, you know, it's building my resilience. Um, so it's very resilient. I mean, anybody, how do you feel when you in a cold shower? Anybody? Yeah, but it
First,
calms.
when you get in a cold shower, when you first get in, it's shocking. But in the
Yeah,
summertime, you're looking forward to it.
right,
I
right.
look forward to a cold shower. And you can adjust the coldness, the temperature of it as well. And once you
Exactly.
get the system is initially shocked, it actually feels good and
It
inviting.
does.
And you want to
It
stay
does.
there for longer.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing to say.
Well, I'm one that in the pool,
Uh-huh.
I don't like cold water in the swimming pool.
Right.
I really don't. I just I
Yes.
I'm in and out. It doesn't even matter how hot it is outside the pool.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that's it's not my favorite moments.
And you know, even I feel that in the ocean, when I go out in the ocean and you want to go out there and splash around, I'm like, I don't know about all that cold water. It's normally, sometimes it's warmer because the sun is shining on it, but
Yeah.
sometimes it can be cold too.
Yeah.
Anyone else has something they want to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Greetings,
Greetings.
my sisters.
Yes,
Stars.
yes.
Yeah, this is a little side piece, if you will.
Uh-huh.
I, I do the colon hydrotherapy, or what I call inner baptism.
Right.
And the colon is the second brain.
Yes, it is.
And so what I do and administer is warm and cool water.
Yes.
And it helps to expand and contract where that area may be restrictive or
Ah,
constrictive.
exactly.
And one of the things that I suggest is that during the process, just mentally, you don't have to say it out loud. I
Uh-huh.
release and I let go.
Yes, yes.
I release whatever it is. And once again, you don't have to say it out loud.
Right.
But when you do that, your body always follows the instructions of your mind and what is being spoken. Your body's always listening.
Exactly. That's
So
true.
the warm expands and the cool contracts.
Okay.
So where people have been constipated
Uh-huh.
or blocked up, and then, maybe that's why they call it a bowel movement.
Right.
That that you're giving your body permission and access to move
Yes.
and to flow properly, because anything that's blocked becomes stagnant.
Yes.
And so I find that that works out really well. And I know that I had expressed about before about this young lady that, I told her to pray, and while she was getting the service done, that
Mhm.
she was able to tap into what was going on with her from the age of 9.
Right. Right.
Okay. And so anyway, constipation is real on many levels.
Oh,
But
true.
when you deal with that brain,
Yeah.
you can literally, and all for those who know me, you can
Here
you
it
can
comes.
you can literally get over shit.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. 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 That's true.
Yes.
But thank you for sharing that. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
No, yes, right. It's in leading into what I'm going to talk about now, mood and mental health.
Mm.
I mean, taking cold showers will help you give you a better mood and less stress. Um, it's less stress. It's stressing away. I mean, because when you cold and you don't want to be in that cold, that can be like a little something. But it's not the kind of stress that's going, you know, uh cause you really issues in your mind. Not that kind of stress.
Mhm.
It releases endorphins, activates nervous.
Okay.
Say it again.
Oh boy.
Are you
Sorry.
talking, Stacy?
Sorry, I was no.
Oh, okay, all right. Uh, okay, well, let's see. It activates your nervous system in a healthy way, which is good. All this is good, but it may reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. And on this slide, I wanted to say that a cold shower for me puts me in the present moment. I don't think about anything else but this water in my body and how it's feeling. So I don't think about the past. I don't think about the future. I'm right here with this situation of water on my body. In whichever way. You can be in a bath or in a shower or whatever. But but like I said, it keeps me in the present moment, but it calms me down. like you said, I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not worried about the past. I'm not thinking about the future or worried about it. The present moment is all I have. So in that moment, I'm not stressed and I'm calm, even though I'm going through something with this cold water, but I'm there. I'm right there with it. Can you want to comment on this situation? Just being in the moment in a cold shower. I know some of you, I don't know, maybe some of you are sitting here saying, I don't want to be in a cold shower anyway.
It forces you to be in the moment.
It does. It really does. It
Well,
really
you're gonna be right here in this moment
You
with that.
you gonna feel this.
exactly. Yeah. But yeah, but that's that. Let's see here. What's the next slide? Oh, and this speaks to what you were saying, Queen. Skin and hair benefits, um, healthier skin and hair. Cold water doesn't strip your natural oils, and it tightens your pores, like you were saying, Queen, and it reduces inflammation and irritation. Interesting. Even within the hair. This just very, very telling. And what I want to say about that, when I was a young girl, my mother used to always tell me, and I'm speaking to the tightening of the pores. When I would take a shower or a bath, my mother would say, you can't go right outside because your pores are open, right? So she would never send me out right away. But when you take a cold shower, if you tighten in the pores, it closes them. You know, they're tightened up. Of course, I never took a cold shower, anything when I was younger. I wouldn't even think about it. But this really speaks to, just um um a benefit to taking a cold shower before I go out somewhere. If I do, I need to go out, I could take a cold shower and feel okay. Anybody have any comments?
I don't know. One of the other things about the cold, like if for to freshen your makeup on,
Uh-huh.
their makeup, you got a long day, you need just to freshen. If you just take a cold rag, you
Uh-huh.
just place it on your face, not wet, a
Okay,
cold,
okay, right.
wring it out and just put it on your face and stuff. It kind of freshens you up.
Yeah, you know what? And I take that to speak to something else too, like when you're traveling and you have
Mhm.
to drive, if you have a rag, take a cold rag and put it on your face, you need to wake up.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah, well, thanks for that.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Let me go to the next one. Okay. Fat burning potential. Now, isn't that something? That cold showers can help with weight loss. It activates brown fat. Brown fat burns calories for heat and can complement a weight management plan. Um, when I saw this slide, I thought about Mr. Vince Roundtree. He talked about cellular fat and that, and then it correlates with this fat in burning with weight loss.
Mhm.
And I thought it was interesting. I'm like, wow, I didn't think taking a cold shower would help me with my weight, but I guess it can. I don't know. Anybody else want to share anything with that?
Yeah, that's the first place I heard it at.
Oh, really?
Because I'm constantly, I'm in the program Below the Red Line,
Right.
and they talk about it all the time when someone weight has been stagnated. Because while you're losing weight, you're going to lose it. And then sometimes you may come to a plateau, and sometimes you
Right.
may gain a little bit back. But it's not because of something that you're doing wrong, but what this can do for you is
Right.
boost your metabolism, get it back going. Because when you're burning fat, your metabolism is doing what it's supposed to do. So I think it's another way of shocking your body back into getting your metabolism going back in the right direction.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Mm.
Good. Well, thanks for sharing that. Um,
Also, you talked about those ice baths and people that have injuries and stuff. I'm not sure if this is the right name, but they have these cryotherapy or
yes,
something where they get in like this chamber and it be like really, 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 really cold.
Ooh.
And
that's
they say
right.
those supposed to be good for you. I'll just be like, "Oof." But I did have that cool shower first time yesterday. I don't know why. And it's funny that you're talking about this today. And it felt so good. It was cool. It wasn't cold, but it was
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
And Queen Aduni, they do shock my hair at the first time. I said, why are you? They was like, oh, my cousin was like, oh, the lady told me to do that to seal that moisture in your hair. And my hair do be,
Oh, wow.
shiny and cute and bouncy and stuff. So it works.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
The
for sharing.
pain we go through for beauty.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, Lakeisha.
So it's amazing that y'all speaking about this. So I was listening to YouTube and they was saying this lady, I can't think of her name, but
Mhm.
she's been around for a very long time. And so that's what I'm doing is drinking warm water. She said before you do anything that you should drink warm water because it stimulates your intestines and everything
Right.
and it help you with weight loss. So that's what I'm doing, starting to drink um drink warm water. So we're
Okay.
gonna see how this actually works for a certain amount of days. You're supposed to
Yeah.
drink warm water.
Take a cold shower if you can try that too.
You look, I don't like them, but I you know what I'm saying? But I try to sometimes, like in the summertime, it'd be more cooler because it does feel good, especially
Yeah.
when it goes in your hair. That's just the best.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Great, great. Thanks for sharing. Let me see. Let me come down to the next one. My final thoughts. Start small. Like you said, start a little bit at a time. Stay consistent. That's going to be important with everything we're doing. We have things that are working for us, but we have to stay with it. Don't stop doing it. Um, Now with showers, begin with 30 seconds at the end of a warm shower. Now, when I saw this, I thought about myself because I like to do a sandwich. I do warm water coming in, I do cold in the middle, and then I end with warm. Um, so yeah, maybe a little bit more than 30 seconds, of course, but I do a sandwich. And I listen to your body, and the benefits build over time with regular practice. And I bear witness to that because, like I said, when my knee was hurting, and I made sure cold water was sprayed on my knee where the meniscus was twisted, that pain is gone. I don't even have it anymore. But it does happen over time. But with regular practice, I made sure I did it every time I got in the shower, every time, every time. That was a part of my steps. Um, anyone want to share anything about being consistent with this process, or just that whole thing, being consistent with whatever you're doing regarding health? That's important for me. I mean, I just stick with it. All right, well, that's actually the end of my slides. Um, I want to encourage everyone to take a cold shower sometime in the next couple of days. How about that? Okay, I'm gonna come off the screen now. Let's see.
And being consistent, not only with this, but with everything that you do, even being consistent with wealth management, growing your wealth,
Yes.
being consistent and doing what you need to do. I was excited. My friend, he been wanting to open up his brokerage account forever and a day. And so finally, I said, come on over. And he
Right.
opened up his brokerage account and he was really excited. about investing in REITs and ETFs. That's all we was able to go through
Okay. Well, I'm glad he came
yesterday.
around. Good for him. And
Yeah.
I would like to just do a recap real quick in regards to cold showers. Number one, it boosts energy and alertness, which we talked about. It enhances circulation. It improves mood and mental health. It aids muscle recovery. Let's see what else we got. You know what? One thing I did not talk about is that you have to use caution, even with cold showers. Let me make this bigger so I can read it. Cold showers aren't suitable for everyone, especially those with heart conditions or respiratory issues. You got to be a little careful with cold showers when you have those issues. It is best to ease into the practice gradually. That is, ending a warm shower with 30 seconds cold. You can end with cold, even though I'm cold, like I said, I'm a sandwich girl. I do cold in the middle and I end with warm because I don't like being cold. And sometimes if I end with cold, if I come out of a shower, I'm going to be cold and I don't want to be cold unless it's a hot day like today or yesterday. But yeah, but just be careful now. Just make sure that if you have, heart conditions and things, you be careful. And then it strengthens your immune system and you have a healthier skin and hair. I haven't did it on myself as far as washing my hair in cold because once again, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. And it may support weight loss, and it builds muscle toughness. Interesting. So you get good benefits from cold showers. So if you can try it, give it a shot. Just see if you can stand it for a little, you know, like it said on one of the slides. Take it if you can do it 10 seconds, then 20, and then 30. You don't have to do a whole 30 minutes of a shower, 20 minutes of a shower, cold shower, but just take it in steps because it'll build. The body gets used to it. Believe it or not, it does. Because I'm thinking when I dealt with my knee in cold, my leg would voluntarily just start. It would shake. It would just jerk. I was like, "What's wrong with my knee? My leg?" But that cold, it got something moving in there. But it doesn't do that anymore. It doesn't do it anymore. So I'm like, it took time. But initially, my leg was like doing these little jerks and stuff. I'm like, what is up? But that's the body going to react to stuff. But that's a good thing because something is doing. I mean, it's affecting something.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, but is there anything else anyone wants to share? Because we are
Yeah,
actually.
Sister
Oh,
Deitra.
yes.
So with your hair, since you like the sandwich method,
Uh-huh.
when you do your last rinse and you can
Yeah.
rinse it with warm, then just do like you said, just rinse it real quick. You said 10 seconds.
Right.
Just do that last 10 seconds
Yes.
with cold, to try to seal that moisture in.
Oh, good thing. Thank you for sharing that, Sharonda. Because I got to try that. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Anyone else?
I was just thinking that, because you talked about it putting you in the present moment,
Right.
that maybe it would be a good way to, like, if you want to meditate, like you're ready to meditate, maybe if you do
Yes.
that cold shower before you meditate, it'll keep you in the present moment and it'll remind you what you just went through.
Right.
Not
That's right.
dwelling on what you just went through, but maybe a way to keep you in the present moment
That's
when you're
true.
getting ready to meditate.
But thank you for sharing that. That's right. That's right. It's important.
Or you keep yourself a little spray bottle ice cold water. You find
Right.
yourself slowly going to
Right.
sleep, just pick it up and squirt. Okay, okay.
I know. Yeah, my
Yeah,
husband
actually, that would feel good on a summer day. Get
On
you
a
an
summer
ice
day,
cold
truly.
bottle of spray water, and when you hot, just shh,
that's
shh,
true.
shh.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that would be nice. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna do that. I'm getting me one. Matter of fact, I got some spray bottles. I got the spray bottle that when you push it, it just keeps spraying like
Oh
shh,
wow, that's
and it
cool.
just keeps spraying until it gets
Like an
at its
aerosol
end of
can
its
or
spout.
something. It's
It's
like
almost like an aerosol, but you push it one time and it starts spraying, but it don't stop spraying just because you let it go. It just
oh
keeps spraying.
wow, I haven't seen that. Oh, that's one. Okay.
There you go, right there. Yep, there
Came
she
on
got it.
Amazon.
That's it right there. You get them on Amazon.
Okay.
That's the baby
Wow.
right there.
So does
Yes.
the water stay cool in that particular okay.
Oh, it goes.
You got to put some ice cubes in there. That's what
Well, you
I'm
gotta
saying.
have
Put
your
some
ice
ice cubes.
bucket. Have your ice bucket sitting there, put it back down there, and then
Right.
go back into
Yeah.
your
Either that or
thing.
put the ice cubes in there. It'll
Hmm.
Okay.
stay
Well, I
cold a
want to
long
thank
time.
you all for giving me a chance to talk about this because it's something in my life that's important. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. You want to lead us on
Yeah.
out, Stacey?
We
Sure,
have
sure, I can do that.
Okay, great.
Unless somebody else got something to say. We got a few more minutes to spare.
right.
I do. I have an amazing guest that's coming on tomorrow. I'm
Oh,
so excited. We're still celebrating Father's Day, I guess, this month. And
right.
Yes.
he is a Christian man. He has an amazing business for the community in Detroit. And so
Okay.
I'm really excited. I've been wanting to get him on, him and his partner on for a long time. So I think y'all really going to enjoy the business nuggets that he's going to be able to
Oh,
share.
I'm sure. If I know who you're talking about, I think I do. I know it's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you.
going to be amazing. So tune in, y'all. Y'all going to
Okay.
enjoy it. I'm excited.
Good, good,
Hmm.
good.
Hmm. So I was sharing with the sisters earlier before everybody came on that um, the Jazzy Arts Sundays with Queen Aduni is hosted by the Queen, the Grand Rising Elizabeth Show.
Oh, yay.
Okay, so this is a way for us to be able to make, I don't know if you can see that, to
Yes.
make money, to raise money, because people can, I'm getting a really good response from it because when we're outside, people can be vendors for 25. You come set up your tent and stuff, or bring your art supplies. People can bring their art and stuff. I still have Mama Het's hula hoops and so it's a time, and I would like for it. I'm going to do it July through September, and then I'll put out a new one. But most of these should be outside, and yeah.
Okay.
So it's a way
Right.
for us to make money and to be seen in the public versus just in our boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And like I said, I'll ask different ones of you to like speak for 10, 15 minutes about what your thing is,
Okay.
your business and such. So
Sounds good. Sounds good.
yeah, I'm super excited about actually my music world and what's happening with that. I'm telling you, the life on earth, that music is it's good.
Oh, I'm sure
It's
I.
good. I compare it with Miles Davis.
Oh, okay.
I would put that, you would not know the difference. Santana,
Okay.
uh, just Snarky Puppy,
Okay.
their whole platform. Um, this stuff, I just had to tell my husband all the time. I'm like, who are they? And just to see my purpose is I create the space and the opportunities for people to express and experience their full self-expression, their passion, and get paid. And I've been telling everybody who knows my husband, they know that he can play anybody's song and all that kind of stuff, but this is him. This is
Okay.
him. This is him. And the other friends that like doing what he does and stuff he's been talking to, but this is him. And I'm gonna tell you how I know that it's him besides my ear, is that he is totally engaged with everything.
Yeah.
With the whole thing, I had to back off one time because I wanted a particular thing done. And then I realized, no, this is his baby.
Yeah.
This is his baby. And I need to run everything past him
Yeah.
because he has a way that he sees how it's being promoted, on what level the music has to be, I can hear him talking it. So I
Yeah.
said, okay, and I told him, I said, I'm going to run no, you don't, no, no, no. I'm running everything past you because
Yeah.
it's your baby. And you have always had some thoughts in your mind. That's why I said, I want to hear everybody's vision because I know you've had thoughts in your mind, what your building looks like. I know you've walked through it and stuff. And that's what I want to get going. So when I explain, no, I'm going to run everything past you. And no, because I want all of no, I want to run it past the visionary and make sure it lines up with what their full vision is.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's why I want to know
We
what.
are actually on the hour. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that, Queen. But I know some people might need to get off the call, but stay on as long as you can.
no, we're going. I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, thank you though. That's wonderful. I'm so happy he's in his zone and you're supporting him.
Mhm.
Your husband. Yeah.
Okay, we can close now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give yourselves a hug, kiss yourself, love on yourself, squeeze yourself. And then we want to give the world a hug,
Yeah.
love the world because they need it. And
Yeah.
we're going to sprinkle a little love all over the place and a little cold water to shock everybody's heart.
Yes.
Them in the present moment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you guys have a great and awesome day on purpose.
Oh, you
Thank you.
Peace out.
Peace
Peace.
and peace in.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.